Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you guys so much. And for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Rachel and I make new videos every week on my weight loss journey, fashion, and there is much more to come. So for today's video, I thought I would share a full day of eating while on Weight Watchers. And for those of you who didn't watch my weight loss update, I said before how I kind of fell off track with Weight Watchers around like the 4th of July weekend. And I stayed off track for about like a week and a half. It was just hard for me to follow the points when I was like out with family, going out to eat, having barbecues, cookouts. Like I just wasn't really focusing on weight loss at that time. I was kind of focusing more on just like family and friends because, you know, we went a couple months without seeing each other because of quarantine and COVID. So yeah, now my gym has opened again because I go to Planet Fitness and I've been going back to the gym plus doing my home workouts still, and I've been back on track with Weight Watchers recently, so I figured I would show you guys what I typically eat in a day. And for reference, I'm on the purple plan. So Weight Watchers has 3 different ones, the green, blue, and purple. So with the purple plan, I get 16 points in a day. And even though I have the lowest amount of points compared to all 3, I have the most 0-point foods to choose from. So I get over 300 0-point foods, which is awesome because I have some carbs that are 0 and I love carbs like pasta. I get whole wheat pasta for 0 and brown rice is 0. So I do like the purple plan. I've gotten used to it and I usually eat similar every day. I would say lunch is the only thing that like varies day to day. So yeah, I figured I would show you guys what I typically eat on the purple plan. So to start, I got Starbucks this morning, so I thought I would share that with you guys. So typically I used to get like the salted caramel cold foam, but that is, oh, my cat's trying to climb up on me. So typically I used to get the salted caramel cold foam like before I was on Weight Watchers because it's just so good, but that's like 13 points. And again, I have 16 in a day, so I cannot be wasting that on coffee. So I get a grande cold brew, sometimes a venti, just depends. So I'll get a cold brew and I'll put non-fat milk in it. And then I get 3 pumps of the sugar-free cinnamon dolce syrup, or sometimes I'll do the sugar-free vanilla syrup. Those are the main 2 that I know they have that are sugar-free. So I count this drink as 0 points because, again, I'm getting sugar-free syrup, which is 0. And then they put like a splash of non-fat milk, so that's also 0. So yeah, this is a perfect 0-point drink and it still tastes great. It gives it some sweetness. I mean, you can always add like Splenda or stevia or something, but I think it's pretty good and I wanted to show you guys before I finished it. So now I'm gonna make some breakfast. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm going to be making my oatmeal. And I've been making this oatmeal probably since quarantine started. Before quarantine, I would, you know, kind of rush my breakfast just to like get to work on time. Yeah, I just like wouldn't really put the time into making a good breakfast. So I've been making this ever since I started working from home, which is nice because then I can actually like take my time and eat what I want. And it's easier to focus on like healthy eating when I'm not going to work and like rushing there. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make my oatmeal. It is super simple. Like, that's something about me too. I like to cook, but I like to keep it simple too. Any meal that takes more than like 8 ingredients is like too hard for me. I just think it's not worth it. I'd rather just like keep it simple and use things that are already like in your house. I'm gonna be using these rolled oats. You can get any kind of old-fashioned rolled oats, and I put half a cup in. And by the way, everything in this oatmeal is 0 points except for the honey that I'm gonna use. So I do half a cup of rolled oats, and then I use Almond Breeze. It's the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And again, I use half a cup, which is 0 points. If you use more than half a cup, then it becomes 1 point. So I just use half because half a cup of oats with half a cup of milk is enough for me. So then I'm gonna just mix up these oats and I'm gonna microwave it for 2 minutes. Again, I keep it simple. You could also do your oats on the stove, but I don't get time for that. Even if I work from home, I still don't want to have time for that. So I'll just heat that up for 2 minutes. And I'm going to top my oatmeal with some mixed berries. So I always do strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. That's my favorite. Sometimes if I have a ripe banana, I'll do like half of the banana and mash it with the oats before I microwave it. And then I'll put the other half on top of the oatmeal. I'm just gonna do mixed berries for today. And then I'll do 1 teaspoon of honey. So I do measure that because honey is points. And honey gets pretty high in points, so I just do 1 teaspoon, which is 1 point. And then I also top it with some cinnamon. So again, everything is 0 points for my breakfast except for honey. So I'm only tracking 1 point for breakfast. All right, and just like that, my oats are all done. So again, this is super simple to make. I just topped it again with blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and then I did the teaspoon of honey and some cinnamon. And honestly, that's enough sweetness for it because the berries give it natural sweetness to begin with. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this and I will see you guys at lunch. Okay guys, so it is 1 o'clock. It's lunchtime for me. And like I said earlier, lunch like varies day to day for me, but for like a good month or so, I was doing avocado toast and I haven't had it in a while. So I don't know, I was kind of craving it this week. So when I went to Whole Foods, I bought the stuff for it. So I shared this in my Whole Foods grocery haul a while back. It's the Nashoba Brook sourdough bread. Oh my God, like these slices, they're pretty big. So I have 1 slice of this for 3 points, and you can find this at Whole Foods. I definitely recommend it if you like sourdough bread. I have 1 slice and that's filling enough for me. And I'll pair the bread with this guacamole. So this is also from Whole Foods. It's the Chica de Gala guacamole. It's mild. So you can have 2 tablespoons of this guac for 1 point, which is really nice because if I use regular avocado, that is so high in points on Weight Watchers. Like I think 1/4 of an avocado is 3 points. So you definitely save points if like you still want avocado. You can still have avocado and enjoy it, but I recommend getting the guacamole because it's much lower in points versus using an actual avocado. And I'm going to top my avocado toast with 1 egg. Sometimes I'll do 2, but I've just been feeling 1 lately. So I'm just gonna fry this over medium and put it on the top. And Blue wants to say hi. And then on the side, since I'm only having 1 slice, I'm going to have some green beans. Whole Foods has like 1 aisle where they have all their own like homemade stuff. So I thought this looked good. Sometimes I'll buy like their salmon that's already cooked or like vegetables. So this is green beans with shallots and parsley. So it's literally just green beans, shallots, and then parsley and salt. So this is 0 points for me. Ingredients are simple, so I don't even have to track this because I know everything is 0. So in total, my lunch is 4 points. So let's make it. This is what it looks like. So I put the guac underneath the bread and topped it with an egg over medium. And then I have my green beans with shallots on the side. Oh, my cat's gonna try and get it. And I also wanted to mention this water bottle that I got. I bought this on Amazon a few months back. And it's really great because you're supposed to get 64 ounces of water each day. So this entire bottle is 32 ounces. So I always make sure to fill it twice a day. And it's nice because it has like each hour to let you know like where you should be with your water. And it has like little motivational phrases on it. So I really like it. So I'm gonna eat this right now and I will check back in with you guys later. Okay, so it is dinner time now and I saved up most of my points for dinner, which I usually will try and like use less breakfast and lunch points. This way I could save it for like dinner, or I could do like some sort of chocolatey dessert. So I usually try and save up most of my points for the nighttime. So for tonight, I'm gonna be making a pizza. And I've made this pizza before. It's like one of my favorite things to have in the summer, especially when I have enough Weight Watcher points saved up. Oh, and if you hear the oven in the background, just don't mind that because it's still heating up. So this pizza, to have 1/4 of it is 7 points. So I'm gonna be having 1/4 of it tonight. and I'm so excited because I haven't made it in like 2 weeks and it's the best. So I cannot wait to have it. So the pizza has a few things that I'm gonna go over before I show you guys how I make it. So I make my own dough. This is like a Weight Watchers hack that I actually saw Mallory Irvin do, and she's another YouTuber. She did Weight Watchers a couple years ago and she's doing it right now actually. And I saw her make a similar pizza like this, but I modified it a little bit just for my own liking. So she showed how you make this 2-ingredient dough. So all you need is some non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and you can get any brand. I just like the Sigis brand, and I got that at Whole Foods, but they sell it everywhere, I think. And you also need flour. So I'm gonna be using 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of yogurt and making a dough with that. It'll be a little bit crumbly at first, but then I just like knead it with my hands and then it turns into like a more doughy texture. After the dough is gonna be done, I'm gonna top it with some pizza sauce, the Rayo's. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. So for this pizza sauce, 1/4 of a cup is 1 point. And again, I'm having a fourth of the pizza, so I'm just gonna have 1 point of this. I also put arugula, which is 0 points. Cantaloupe, which is 0. And it's funny because I don't really like cantaloupe. Like I would never just eat cantaloupe by itself, but when it's like heated on the pizza, I love it. So I add some of that. And then I'm gonna be adding prosciutto. Oh, prosciutto is my favorite. Again, I got this brand at Whole Foods, but it doesn't matter what type of prosciutto you have. This is the Creminelli, yeah. So this whole package is 2 ounces. To have 1 ounce of this is 2 points. So I'm gonna be having half of the package. Oh, I cannot wait. I love prosciutto. I'm also gonna be adding some mozzarella. So this is just organic mozzarella from 365, again at Whole Foods. And I don't really like a lot of cheese. Like, for some reason, I just don't really care for it, especially melted cheese. I know, that's kind of weird, but... So I'm just gonna be putting 1/8 of a cup, which is 1 point. And then the last thing I'm gonna top it with is some Balsamic Glaze. Again, this is the 365 Whole Foods brand. So I put this on after the pizza's done. I don't put it on before I put the pizza in the oven. And 1/2 tablespoon of the glaze is 1 point. So it is kind of high, similar to honey, but honestly, I just drizzle it over anyways, so I don't really use that much to begin with. So again, I'm gonna top this at the end once the pizza is all done. Okay, so I kneaded the dough. It only took like, I don't know, 2 minutes to really mix it and like put together. So a trick that I've learned is like sometimes if you wanna just like put your spoon down and kind of glide it together, like for some reason that's helpful when I wanna like get it together. So now I have it in a ball. So you can just put it on a floured surface and then you're just gonna roll it out to however you want it. I usually make it pretty thin crust because I wanna try and flare it out as much as possible. And you can roll this out like wherever. I'm just rolling it out on this pan because I just get creeped out like when people roll their dough out right on their counter. I don't know, that's just me. I just think like my counter is like always gonna be like germy. I don't know. Do you guys roll out your dough on the counter, or do you do what I do because you get freaked out about germs? Let me know. Okay, so this is what the dough looks like. You guys can always make it neater, but I really don't care. I'm so messy and I'm really bad with rolling, so I just rolled it out as much as it could spread. And oh my god, look at where my cat decides to sleep as I'm cooking. So yeah, I'm gonna do all the toppings now and I'll show you guys.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here.
And the pizza is all ready to go in the oven. I usually do 400 or 425, but usually I'll do a higher temperature if I'm also cooking an egg on top. Again, that's something that I used to do when I was following like Mallory Irvin's pizza, but I didn't want egg on it because I'm doing fruit, so I just thought that'd be weird. So I'm gonna do 400 and bake it for about 12 minutes and then I'll check on it. Okay guys, so it is the next day. I completely forgot to film after we had dinner, but I did film what it looked like when it came out of the oven, and it tastes much better than it looks. Like, I just don't really care to make it look that appetizing on camera because I'm just showing you guys how I really make it, but it was so good. I already want to make it like tonight or tomorrow again. And again, it was 7 points for a fourth of the pizza. So my boyfriend ate the rest of it, but I'll be making it again soon anyway, so I can eat some more of it. And then after dinner, because I still had 4 points left for the day, I wanted something sweet. I like always crave something sweet at night. So I had one of these sea salt caramel bars. They're ice cream bars from Yasso, and they taste pretty similar to the sea salt ice cream bars that Weight Watchers sells. I know I included that in my Weight Watchers favorite snacks video, and I'll link that at the end of this one. But yeah, these are, one bar is 4 points and they are so good. I kind of wish they had like a chocolate outside, like a chocolate coating, but they're still really good anyways to like fill my sweet tooth. So yeah, that's how I used my 16 points yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day video. If you guys like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every week. And until next time, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.
I wanna get so numb, while we enemies.